Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
He went off in the first two quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
Smith with it, and it's Waiters picking him up. Caldwell Pope gets to Jennings, and he hits the jump shot. Jennings has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Pistons. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Brandon Jennings. Last season's performance for him averaged about 15 points a game last year, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And no doubt about it, he knows how to run the offense and really not miss a beat when he comes off that bench.
Steve, you are an NBA guard. Not a lot of guards can do that coming off the bench, but he is one of them that can.
Here's Caldwell Pope. The jump hook. Monroe, no good.
Well, last year LeBron mentioned that he was jealous of Durant's shot totals. Just an offhanded remark by him, but it did open up some speculation by what he meant.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Varejao in at the center position. Jennings can't get it to go. And you know that remark by LeBron, people weren't sure if that was a backhanded jab at KD or if he was just pointing out how he is able to score without having to be a bulk shooter.
Well, one thing is for sure, I'm not exactly sure of what his comments, how you should interpret them, but LeBron was very aware of what Durant was doing last year, and he even admitted to having KD stats sent to his phone after every game, so he was keeping track of it.
Drummond with a screen on Irving. Jennings for 3. Second chance shot. And there's the call on James. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Tristan Thompson comes in for Anderson Varejao. And it's Marion in for James. Passes it to Caldwell Pope. Drummond with a screen on Waiters. No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. Cans it from downtown.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, gentlemen, we all know the NBA has been adapting elements of the European game to its own game. It's a style that Cavs coach David Blatt is more than familiar with from his time abroad. Asked if he'd play LeBron at the stretch 4, he said, quote, "You'll see LeBron there. You'll see LeBron all over the floor just like he's used to playing. I don't have to change him. Guys, when you've got the best player in the world, it's certainly easier."
All right, thank you, Doris. And LeBron, accustomed to playing the 4. Arguably now his best position. They get it back. Here's Monroe with the hook shot. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Marion.
Yeah, they're going to need some help there defensively. That matchup is going to be a tough one to deal with.
It's Bynum with the drive. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. That doesn't go either for Butler. Here's Dellavedova. Shot clock at 6. Outside Irving. For the lead. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Well, you knew that Andre Drummond was oozing with potential, but that keyword, potential, can quite often and he is not the efficient player he was at Boone, but just passing last year.
Yeah, he really did. I mean, with the way he moves around the floor at his size, you had to know that if he started to put it all together, he would be a game-changing talent, and he showed flashes of that and made a big leap last season.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And you said with Drummond, the movement and fluidity of him, he makes the extraordinary seem so easy at times. Very much a highlight reel machine at such a young age.
And the Pistons making a change here. Uretko's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here too. LeBron is checked in for Miller.
You know, the highlight plays will always be there for a guy like Drummond. Size, speed, athleticism. But, you know, he was able to take on a lot more minutes last year and did not see an incredible efficiency drop-off, which is impressive. I think that could be just a sign of things to come for this young man.
Now here's Bynum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And the shot is good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
James. And stolen by Butler. Dishes to Uretko. Bynum drives in. And the foul called on Shawn Marion. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Pistons, Singler comes in for Uretko. And it's Jody Meeks in for Will Bynum. Here's Monroe. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And the defense did just enough to throw him off that shot.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Thompson misses. Here comes Augustine. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Meeks inside the three-point line. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Just when it looked like the third quarter was over, they go and do that. They pin 3 more points on the lead in the cruelest of fashions.
Here is Jennings. The big men, Smith and Drummond. Meeks and Singler at the 2 and 3. And it's Jennings in at the point guard position. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. Smith dishes to Meeks. Here's Drummond. Second shot opportunity. No good at the rim. It's LeBron with the drive. Waiters gets a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Pistons leading by 7. And Drummond throws it down.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Jennings passes to Meeks. Smith kicks to Jennings. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. Meeks, good. And it's an 11-point Detroit lead. Timeout called the Cavaliers. Brandon Jennings acquired in a sign and trade by the Pistons last season on a 3-year, $24 million contract.
Jennings probably expecting more in terms of the deal. But look, maybe it was a wake-up call for him. He has not been part of a winning team yet. And generally speaking, stats alone don't get you max contracts. Stats and wins are what do that, and that's what's next for Jennings.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
Feeds it to Smith. Tipped away. And the dunk by James.
Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless, Steve. There was no way anybody was beating him to the basket there. And for Jennings, a quick, explosive athlete at the point. But you talk about how can he improve. He has the physical attributes to become a lockdown defender. But his focus at that end comes and goes. He's got to be more consistent in his focus at that end.
Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Pistons lead by 12.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
And the other aspect for Jennings, a streaky scorer to this point in his career. A little loose with his mechanics and shot selection, I think a part of it. I think improving his shooting percentages is an area where he needs to get better.
Kyrie Irving is checked in for Miller.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, I think that's a great strategy. Not only do you get easy points, but the clock stops as well.
Now here's Jennings. Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. No one near Smith as he lets it go. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Waiters. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Now here's Jennings. And he gets it to go. Jennings is...
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Waiters. And another three for Cleveland.
Boy, he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
Jennings dishes to Smith. Drummond passes to Caldwell Pope. And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Irving against Jennings. He kicks it to Caldwell Pope.
And now just watching the clock wind down and what will turn out to be a win here for the Pistons.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, remarkable team effort, Kevin. Everybody got involved, and that paid dividends.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Brandon Jennings. Every time he shot it seemed like it was just going to drop in, and nobody was surprised.
And Brandon Jennings gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Ball is turned over.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Varejao. Marion comes in for Kevin Love. Mike Miller's checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Waiters. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Miller kicks to Dellavedova. The three. Here's Meeks. And so the Pistons take the win. Both teams play.